Welcome back to today's second stimulus check update. Today is Tuesday, August 25th. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're obviously going to talk about the second stimulus check. We're also going to dive into where are we currently at with the next stimulus package. I'm also going to address a $4,000 voucher and how you could potentially get free internet. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Today is officially 150 days since the CARES Act was signed on March 27th. And Americans need more help today than ever before. Now, where do we currently stand with the second stimulus check? And I want to really address this. I try to do this every single day because every single day things are changing. As of right now, both parties remain hopeful that a second stimulus check will be included in the next stimulus package. Now, yesterday, Nancy Pelosi said the next move on stimulus will be up to the Trump administration and that they need to stop making misrepresentations to the American people. That was an exact quote. Here's my take on this. Both the Trump administration and Republicans, both sides of Congress, Democrats included, have been making misrepresentations. They need to be honest. They need to be truthful. I know that they are politicians. I know this is election time. But here's the problem. Americans are getting tired of hearing lie after lie after lie just to try to win a vote. Now, Nancy Pelosi later called President Trump and GOP lawmakers domestic enemies and enemies of the state. She did this in an interview. The interviewer simply said, "Wow." That's all they said was, "Wow." Nancy Pelosi is pretty much shooting her shot. She's doing what she can to make Republicans and President Trump look bad. Now, I can't blame her. She is a Democrat. Democrats obviously want to win this coming election, so she is going to do whatever she can. While she is in the spotlight, she is going to do anything she can, anything possible to make President Trump and Republicans look as bad as possible. Now, after reading a few reports late last night, I noticed a common theme among these reports. All were very optimistic that a second stimulus check is coming, and they said not passing. This is pretty much taking multiple reports and putting them together in one simple quote, but they pretty much all said not passing additional stimulus would only anger the American people, and this would ultimately lead to additional rioting, more looting, and eventually a complete collapse of the United States economy. Now, $1,200 is not a substantial amount of money. Most Americans make more than that every single month. However, to somebody like Nancy Pelosi, who's worth approximately $115 million, or even Steven Mnuchin, who has a net worth of over $400 million, obviously they don't care. But $1,200 per adult, so $1,200 for the filer, $1,200 for their spouse, and $500 per dependent for a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children. That would be $3,400, a one-time payment of $3,400. And $3,400, again, to Nancy Pelosi and Steven Mnuchin, is nothing, is pocket change. However, to a family of 4, where the family hasn't had an income in several months or maybe 150 days, that money would be life-changing. In this report, it stated that a second stimulus check is not only needed to boost election numbers for both parties, it is needed so that the average American family can survive. And let me know how you're doing down in the comment section below. Let me know, are you doing okay? Do you need more money? Do you need just additional help? What do you need? I am thinking about doing a giveaway, probably tomorrow in the next few days, where I give away some money to people that watch my video. So if that's something that you're interested in, please down in the comment section below, just type more stimulus and I will consider doing that in the upcoming videos. Now, after reading these reports, it was concluded that many experts put the second stimulus check happening at roughly 90%. It was a little bit more than 89%. I just rounded up to 90%, which is good. That is really good considering many media outlets are saying it is not happening simply because it has not been included in the skinny bill. If you remember, Republicans proposed a new bill, which is a skinny bill. It's roughly $500 billion. However, it is not included. The second stimulus check is not in there. But the reason why it's not really important whether it's in there or not is because the Democrats are not going to pass this skinny bill through the House. So it doesn't really matter whether it's in there or not. Democrats would eventually try to get in there, but we'll see what happens. Now, is a second stimulus package coming any closer to getting passed? That's the second question many people ask. And I want to address this because there are a lot of people that say the next stimulus package is not going to happen. There's no chance that the Democrats and Republicans can come together and pass some bipartisan bill. Now, they've done it before. They do it all the time. That's how legislation gets passed. However, in this instance, it will be tricky, especially this close to election time. Now, a new stimulus package is getting closer. Although it doesn't seem like it right now, it is getting closer. It has been weeks since our congressional leaders have negotiated, but things have been happening as we speak. For instance, with the House passing the Delivering for America Act, many believe that this puts the power back in the Republicans' hand, which means Democrats will now need to bring down their $3 trillion bill substantially in order to get the United States Postal Service legislation included. If you remember, about a week ago, Nancy Pelosi said the Democrats will bring down their HEROES Act from $3.4 trillion down to $2 trillion. They'll bring it down $1 trillion. As long as Republicans bring up their HEALS Act bill from $1 trillion up to $2 trillion, they'll meet right there and then they'll negotiate which pieces of legislation will actually be included and be passed. Well, as of right now, it is reported that Republicans are holding the power simply because Democrats, and specifically Nancy Pelosi, are putting so much importance on the United States Postal Service funding and change stoppage. Now, it would make no sense for them, and when I say them, I'm talking about Democrats, to get this piece of legislation passed by including it into a stimulus package as opposed to a standalone bill. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said the Senate will not pass a standalone legislation for the Postal Service by itself, and that any legislation will need to be included in a package that includes help to the American people. That is a quote from Twitter. Now, most recently, experts are predicting that stimulus negotiations will begin the week of September 8th. That is when the Senate comes back to Capitol Hill. They are reportedly supposed to be back at Capitol Hill on September 8th for a 3 p.m. Eastern Time meeting. So we'll see what happens then. Now, this will allow Congress to focus one entire week. If they can pass something within 2 weeks of coming back to Capitol Hill, they have roughly 3 weeks to pass anything before a government would have a shutdown if they can't agree on the next year's budget. Okay? So, Congress, if it takes 2 weeks to negotiate the next stimulus package, they would have 1 full week to focus entirely on next year's budget to prevent a government shutdown. Because that's all we need right now. We need a pandemic. We need the economy just fluttering where it is currently, and then a government shutdown. That would just be great, right? Now, will the states see a $300 unemployment boost? Well, let's address that right now. That's one of the things a lot of people have been asking. Yesterday I reported how more states, California, New York, multiple states are now being approved by FEMA to receive $300 per week in President Trump's executive order for that $300 boost. Now, currently, more than half of all states have been approved for the $300 enhanced unemployment through President Trump's executive order. That's great news. Right now, the only state declining the $300 is actually South Dakota. So that is good news that most states are going to participate. Over half states have already been approved, and some are still waiting in the application process. But as of right now, FEMA, who is responsible for distributing the funds, says all states will be available to send the $300 enhanced benefit by August 29th. So just a few days away. Now let's address the child care assistance, which is that $4,000 voucher that I referenced earlier in this video. Many people don't realize this, but through the CARES Act, parents who don't have proper child care to watch their children and help them out with their daily school schedule can actually opt out of their job for 12 weeks and still receive 2/3 of their income, of their wages. This program will allow employees to get paid, this program will allow employees to get paid 2/3 of their regular wage, and this will be a huge weight off parents' shoulders. I know for myself included, I obviously run multiple businesses. I do YouTube as well, but I also have 3 children. One who turns 1 year old in just a few days. I have another one that is 7 and another one that is 11. So they are fairly spaced out. However, it can be very difficult. They will be here at home. I'm here in my home office right now. It's obviously early morning. They're still sleeping, but I'm doing a YouTube video obviously to help you guys out. But that's one of the things I worry about is how can I run multiple businesses, multiple online businesses? How can I spend time with my kids? How can I help them with schoolwork? Obviously my wife will be there helping as well. But again, 3 kids, 2 school-age kids, 1 baby. It will take a lot of work. Now, for the parents, that is obviously going to take a huge weight off many parents' shoulders that don't have the needed help to homeschool their children. This will be a major advantage, is to use the CARES Act and take that additional 12 weeks off and still get 2/3 of their income. Now in Fresno, California, the city is offering child care vouchers to essential workers. This is going on now until 2021, and this could be a potential benefit to your family of over $4,000. Now, this is just Fresno, California. There are other states, other counties, other cities doing this exact same thing, where they are offering not just essential workers, but many other workers as well, some type of child care voucher or child care credit, where you can take your children into such and such personal child care if you work at like a hospital or a clinic or a school, and that place, your business, will actually pay that child care facility to watch your children. So this is just another benefit to working at certain locations. Now, there's more free stuff as well. For example, free internet is available. You may not have known this, but free internet is currently available. Many parents are worried about the upcoming school year. I am included. I'm worried about this because I'm worried my internet won't be as quick, won't be as fast as it normally is, which would slow down obviously my workday. However, many parents are worried because with internet prices what they are, many families are unable to afford internet. And this is very important to have internet so their child can attend school online. Now, in New Mexico alone, roughly 25% of students don't have access to internet in their home. Now, this makes attending online classes impossible in a home setting. Now, this is where the government needs to step in. They need to step in and provide children with the resources needed to attend school. I understand Republicans, and specifically President Trump, want schools to reopen fully. But as a parent, I do not feel comfortable sending my children into a school setting where they could potentially be infected by one of the other students or one of the other staff members. So for me personally, I would rather stick to the online schooling until there is a vaccine. Now, in Alabama, the governor is allocating $100 million in CARES Act funding towards internet vouchers for low-income students. So the way this program works is this program will automatically send an internet voucher to all students that receive free or reduced meals. So this program will help pay for internet from the start of school until December 31st, 2020. I know a lot of parents are currently worried and struggling to figure out a schedule, figure out how are they going to manage their work, their home life, any relationship, and on top of that, do homeschooling for their children. That is a worry among many parents. Not only myself, I've spoken to many friends of mine, to other school parents that I know, and everyone has the exact same worry. How are they going to manage their children's schedule along with their own? So if you have questions, okay, this is something that I do. I obviously work from home. It makes it a whole lot easier. But if you have questions on how you can make money online from the comfort of your home, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. I know a lot of people who could really benefit from an extra $50 a week, an extra $250 a week, or maybe an extra $1,000 a week. So if that's you and you could really use some extra money every single week, please let me know how I can help you out. Go and watch some of my videos here on this channel. I have over 1,000 videos teaching different ways to make money online. So if you want to know how to do it, all you got to do is watch some of my additional videos. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you stick around later on today. I'm going to have a couple new videos for you, so make sure you go and check those out. All you gotta do, smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already so you don't miss any more of my upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one.